Hi, everyone. I'm doing my monthly astrology, and this one is for November 2023. November comes in with a whale from all the eclipses in October. It will prove to be an interesting month for a variety of reasons. As Pluto continues to move closer to Aquarius, the feelings intensify because we can recognize that a major shift in awareness is happening on many levels. What that will look like will be for each of us to explore. November 4th, we finally have Saturn come out of retrograde. It has been a long time coming. Responsibility is the key to all successes, and with it, to moving forward, we need to have some very concrete goals that apply to our current situations. Perhaps we will see things more clearly, but what we may see is also our own limitations that are now becoming glaringly obvious. Remember to look far down the road, because the more distance we have, then the trajectory of our life path actually becomes clearer. On the 5th, Jupiter will semi-square to Neptune. You might be noticing where your idealism has been leading you down the wrong path. This aspect reminds me of the line in the song, "Looking for love in all the wrong places" by Johnny Lee. Sometimes we can let our hopes and fantasies get ahead of the reality. Sometimes we want something to be a certain way so much that we allow our own expectations to send us down dangerous paths. Being on Earth is about learning to balance the reality from the dreams. Living too much in the illusion causes disorganized thinking, and we may suffer from paralyzing disappointments. This month, remember that most of what glitters is not gold. If we can learn this month to do just what is right in front of us, we will be better off in the long run. Too often, illusions are actually patterns of avoidance. We wait for some perfect moment that never comes, when in reality, we need to be working consistently and steadily towards that goal on our own. While magic can happen, it often happens because our commitment and essence infuse the moment, and that attracts others to us, and united, we manifest the magic. November 13th, there's a new moon in Scorpio. I know you are tired of me pointing out all the new beginnings, but this astrology understands that most people will not move from one push. Often humanity is so entrenched that it takes many small pushes to finally realize that the universe keeps asking us to do the same thing again and again. Some of us move more quickly than others. Some of us fear change. Some of us just like to rebel and resist. In the long run, everyone will be nudged into this new reality, whether we like it or not. It is inevitable. The universe does not take no for an answer. This aspect invites us into a new dance, one that is uncomfortable for many. But to heal, we have to be willing to change. To grow, we have to be willing to try something new. And to become great, we have to risk our comfort for the unknown. This aspect allows us to see past the facade of a person and into the deeper motives that drive that person forward. This month, we want to feel the same sense of purpose within ourselves and others has meaning. Intimate relationships are seen in a new light and give us the ability to move past our wounded self and towards a higher and better approach that is more inclusive rather than exclusive. Mars will conjunct this new moon and Uranus will oppose it. Combined, this gives a very headstrong attitude that will rebel against any forms of negotiation. This combined aspect has teeth to it, and the force of this moment will tend to shock others, and some will feel angry that the old types of intimidation are no longer working. The line in the sand was crossed and breached with the bloodshed in October, and now there is no turning back. On October 27th, there is a full moon in Gemini, and while we may be desperate to know the answers to an important question, we are not at the finish line, not even remotely. That makes us recognize that this moon connects with Mars through the Sun and then squares to Saturn, indicating that many obstacles are yet in the path and the outcome is not certain. Problems lie ahead, and we will have to wait on the will of heaven for the answers. Thanks, everyone.